Time for another update, and it is the end of the month, and it has been a long month, but it's also been an exciting month of ministry. I'm glad to have a little bit of time to rest and get a chance to share an update with you. I just wanted to share one of the highlights of this past month, and that was a trip to a place called Kakuma in northwestern Kenya, and probably one of the hardest places I've been to in the country, mostly because of just how hot and dry it is in that place. Temperatures daily over 100 degrees, and not a blade of grass to be found. The only thing growing is thorn bushes and thorn trees, and really just amazing how anybody is able to survive in this place. But this is also the place where refugee camps have been set up for people from several countries that have been fleeing violence in their home countries. The majority of the people there are from South Sudan, although there are also people from Ethiopia, Congo, Burundi, Uganda, who have also ended up in these camps. There's over 200,000. But there's just a great opportunity here, despite how hard life is and it's just an uncomfortable place to be. We were able to build a connection through a pastor. His name is Wanyama. He's a Kenyan who has been trying to reach out to South Sudanese. And he began doing that after going through a Sports Friends training on how to use sports for ministry. And he took some soccer balls and he went to South Sudan and he started going to different villages, and with the soccer ball engaging the young people and the young adults and sharing the gospel. And through his efforts over a couple years, he was able to plant 5 churches, and just having amazing results of what can be done just by getting out a soccer ball and engaging young people. But unfortunately, because of violence in South Sudan, a lot of people have been fleeing the country, and they have ended up in these refugee camps, a lot of them in Kenya. And so Wanyama asked us as part of Sports Friends if we could go there and host a sports ministry training for some of the people from his churches who are now in those camps, and teach them how they can reach out to their fellow refugees and show them the love of Christ. So we spent a week in Kakuma, myself and another trainer, and shared just the platform of sports as ministry, and trained 59 people how they can use sports to reach out to those other refugees. It was just an amazing, successful time. They all went away with just a lot of excitement for the next steps and how they are going to be able to impact the many people who live there. We would ask you to be praying for these new coaches, that they would be able to be effective in what they're doing, and that they would be able to bring many people into the kingdom of God, and that as the time comes for them to be able to return to their home countries, when peace comes about and they can go home, that they would take this new skill of outreach with them, and be able to build the church in their home countries. As always, we thank all of you for your prayers, for your support, for being a part of this ministry with us, and for laboring for his harvest along with us. Thank you.